Folks, Jim Thomas here with your fitness management update. And who I'm talking to here today are you independent gym owners. And as we mentioned in the title below, how to beat LA Fitness, how to beat 24-hour fitness, how to beat Lifetime Fitness, how to beat, OrangeTheory, and other big brand name operations that, just because of their size, have a significant advantage in your marketplace. And there's some key mistakes that a lot of independent operators make, that if they can make these adjustments, not only can they compete, they can actually kind of go beyond that, in a manner of speaking, actually dominate, that local marketplace. And so if you're an independent gym owner, listen closely, and I want to give you 3 things you can look at immediately. Number one, the biggest problem, with small businesses and small gyms, and when I say small gyms, it could be this, not necessarily the size, but you have one location, for example. It's the issue of obscurity. No one knows who you are, and those that do don't have you at top of mind. And so as a lot of you have heard me say before, one of the first things you want to do is prepare an action plan that will allow you to be known by everybody in your marketplace. What would that action plan look like? If you truly wanted to be known by everybody in your marketplace, what would you have to do? Because one of the biggest mistakes that so many independent gym owners make is they'll do 1 or 2 things to kind of drive traffic or to become known, in the community. And you want to have a complete, a long list of what you're doing to get this done. For some of you that were listening in yesterday, I was talking about, one of the key jobs of any independent gym owner, is half our time should be about thinking and planning and implementing, sales and marketing programs. So we want to overcome this issue of no one knowing who we are. This is one of the big advantages that your competition has against you. And I would even pose this question to you. Think about it. When's the last time you sent out a press release? It costs absolutely nothing, and it's a great way to get known by the media. And as you get known by the media, as you gain trust with the media, now you're maybe on local TV programs, maybe you're being interviewed on the radio, there's articles in the paper. They're calling for you and they want to talk about, hey, clubs reopening and relaunching. You're that local expert. This costs you nothing. When's the last time you did one of those? And certainly you don't do those all the time. I mean, the old saying, the old axiom in writing press releases, if everything's important, then nothing's important. So you want to, be careful how you get that out, but you definitely want to look at establishing that relationship with the media. I mean, are you following the local media, on social media? Are you interacting? Are you getting to know the local media? When you see an article or a reporter has put something out, are you commenting to them directly, say via Twitter or however it is that they provided, contact information for you. So first, get that plan together on how you can become known by everybody in your community. Here's number 2. It's the issue of differentiation. One of the challenges that so many, independent club owners have is that the perception of the consumer is that they're no different than anybody else. And so the question becomes, what are you doing that's so different than everybody else? What's your unique selling position, so to speak? And, let's stay away from things like, oh, we're the cleanest club, we're the friendliest, we give the best service, because I think whether it's even true or not, I think most folks are saying that. What is truly different? What can you really quantify that is different that you can market to the public? Because not only when you create that differentiation, a lot of things happen. You can, command a higher price point. You're going to expand your market base. I mean, that market, your drive time might go from 15 minutes to 30 minutes, if you have true differentiation, in that market space. And truthfully, when it's true differentiation, you no longer have competition. You've eliminated it, if that's what it is. And so sit down and really take a good hard look at why you are so different. What are you doing differently in your marketplace? Hold yourself accountable to this. And please, when you look at it, let's just don't say things that everybody else says. They may indeed be true, but if everybody else is saying it's not differentiation. Okay? So what are you doing that's different? This will help you dominate your marketplace, help you expand your marketplace. And number 3 on our list is be looking at what I would call the uncontested market space. And think about these numbers for a second. Roughly 20% of any population is going to be expected to be a member of a gym. And one of the core problems with so many of these operations is everyone's going after that same person. And start thinking about outside of that 20%. This is another 80% of the population, and they all have the same thing. They all want to look better, they all want to feel better, they all want to live longer, but they're not feeling comfortable coming into your facility. Let's understand why. Let's sit down and go through this and understand why they don't. Let's start marketing to an uncontested market space. Too many of consumers, they view the fitness industry, as where the fit go to get more fit. And if you can start to change some of that, get that uncontested market space, now all of a sudden everyone knows who you are, you've got true differentiation, and you're marketing, outside that normal 20%, this other 80%, this uncontested market space. Now all of a sudden you've got a great opportunity, to dominate your market. If you need some help with this, we've got a link below. Click it for a free strategy session. No cost, no obligation on that. Also, if you enjoy the content we put out, hey, please consider, hitting the subscribe button below. Again, my name is Jim Thomas, and we look forward to talking with you real soon.